Fuck you, this fucking cunt. Who the fuck does he think he is? Fuck him. Fuck you, dick. Hey, that wasn't legit. Or was it? But many people get just so stressed whilst driving, don't they? They let road rage out. It's lucky that we don't have guns, because in America they just get out and fucking shoot people. But it's funny, this whole thing about anger and aggression, and it comes out in everybody, men and women, but you more so feel that it's a little bit more externalized with men. Not always, but we have a hard time sometimes controlling our emotions of anger, especially whilst driving, or little things will trigger us and we know we need to get a handle on it. It's a big thing. I've worked with so many different people over the last decade plus, and one of the main things that people notice when they start looking after themselves physically and mentally is how much their anger and stress levels drop. And you know, if you want to be less stressed, number one, you've got to get more organized in your life. But number two, you've got to really start getting a handle on your fitness and your health routine. Now, exercise is something that I help coach people through. What to do, how to do it, when to do it, keeping them in a structure and routine of structured exercise. And what that does is it helps them get a handle on their emotions, especially things like anger, the negative emotions. And let's be honest, anger pushes people away. All it does is hurt yourself. It can hurt other people if it's charged in a really negative way. But the fact is, we are living in a society and a nation which wants things now, which is addicted to immediate gratification. We did a video previously on going to Starbucks, and literally you don't even have to get out the car to get your drink given to you. You don't even have to get off the sofa to get an Uber or Just Eat. You know, you can literally click a button and get almost anything you want delivered the next day, if not the same day, from Amazon Prime. So we have so much more convenience right now in life, but yet we seem to have a perceived lack of time. We have a lack of time, which means we're stressed, we're on the go, we're fueling on sugar and caffeine, and we're of ill health. But one of the biggest things that people are struggling with is levels of anger and frustration. And when it comes to looking after yourself, when you are in a physical capacity and you are taking control of your body, whether it be running, lifting weights, doing body weight training, whether it be swimming, dancing, grappling, martial arts, it helps you release that frustration, that stress, that anger in a positive, constructive way. And if you're in an environment where you're accepted and you can just be yourself and let go, and maybe you can make a bit noise or have a laugh and carry on, but let yourself just let that anger and frustration out in a physical capacity, then that's going to massively benefit your anger levels and frustration levels. And many people struggle when it comes to mental health and anger levels. We react like a mirror. We literally react as a reflection of how we feel. So if we're angry all the time, we're angry inside, and we really need to get a handle on that. And I think the best way to do that is to really focus on getting in your body. Because when you're angry, really you're out your mind, right? That's what happens, is you're angry, you're pissed off, you're frustrated, you're out your mind. You're not thinking rationally. You're thinking aggressively, you're thinking, of immediate gratification. You're thinking of making yourself feel better, and sometimes the only way you know that is to make somebody else feel worse. But when it comes down to it, there's nothing more important than you feeling good. And I think we need to remember that moving forward, that our anger levels are a reflection of how we feel inside. And if we're an angry person, we're going to push people away from us. We're going to push our loved ones away. Yes, even our kids and our partners, we'll push them away if all we do is just moan, complain, get aggressive, shout. I mean, people shout on the phone, shout when they're driving, shout at the kids, shout all the time. And they're expressing these levels of frustration, stress and anger. And when you look after your body, you get a handle on your mind. When you look after your health routine, you feel calmer. You feel less stressed. When you put yourself in cold water, when you meditate, when you journal, when you do things that just benefit your body and mind, you don't tend to overreact as much. You don't tend to even react as much. What you will tend to do when you look after yourself more is respond. And you can learn to respond more when you get a handle on your health. So this is just a reminder video to say, hey, you know what? We're all going through some shit, but we don't need to overreact and make other people and ourselves feel worse in the process. There's better ways of dealing with it, and the number one way I always advocate for is getting a handle on your health routine. Physical exercise and things that challenge you mentally. And that is the best way to get a handle on your anger levels. If you'd like to learn how to create outstanding levels of energy, motivation, and self-control, my second book, Supercharged, the modern day guide to doing exactly that, is out now.